Magandang hapon po. Ako po si Vince Miguel Claveria. Ako po ang convener ng IM Pilipinas Youth. At andito po ako ngayon para ipaalam sa lahat ng supporters ni Yorme, lalong-lalo na po sa Cavite chapter, na kami po, IM Pilipinas, ay maninindigan na susuportahan si Yorme hanggang matapos ang eleksyon. Ay naman po.
Good afternoon po sa lahat. Ako po si Miss Grace Taginot. Ako po ang IM Pilipinas Operations Admin. And in behalf of all majority chapters nationwide, maninindigan po ang mga karamihan sa mga chapters na meron pong IM Pilipinas for Mayor Francisco Isko Dumagoso. So, ang karamihan po sa mga political officers under IM Pilipinas and regional political officers is still supporting Yorme. So, hindi po totoo yung lumalabas na lahat po kami ay magsiswitch to Lenny.
Ako nga po pala si Paul Garcia Claveria, NCR Convenor ng IM Pilipinas, Ikaw Muna Pilipinas, kasama ang aking buong leader from Taguig, Pateros, Mandaluyong, Makati, Las Piñas, Pasay, Pateros, andyan po sila, kasama ang aming kabataan, youth leaders, ay naninindigan na patuloy na susuporta kay Yorme Isko Dumagoso sa kandidatura niya sa pagkapangulo. At huwag po nating intindihin yung mga lumalabas. Magsasalita na po ako, pasensya na po kayo, medyo hina-high blood ako eh. Yun po yun. Medyo nanginginig ako, siguro galit or ano. Sinimulan namin to eh. Sinimulan namin na patakbuhin si Yorme. Ngayon naman iiwan namin. Ano kami klaseng tao? Walang paninigdigan. Walang credibility. Kami naninindigan. Tumatayo kami kasama namin si Yorme Isko. Hindi dahil sa kabrad ko si Yorme. At nasimulan na namin eh. Yung simula namin, tatapusin namin to hanggang dulo. Win or win. Win-win kami.
Okay, ako si Philip Piccio, formerly spokesperson ng IM Pilipinas, original national convener, and now current Secretary General of IM Pilipinas. Maybe siguro I'll make a few statements first before I'm sure may mga questions kay Katad, no? Dito, yung nakikita ninyo are only those na makakapunta because of the sudden call ng press con. Thank you for coming, no, and giving us time. Ngayon, we're here, but I talked to IM Pilipinas from Cagayan all the way down to Mindanao, even from yesterday, no, and last night, together today, and they have voiced out, and they will be calling their own press cons in their respective area to negate yung action that were taken by some members. Although we do respect ang kanilang position, no, if they want to do that, that's up to them, but we are not. As maybe siguro, perhaps na parang lumabas na parang IM Pilipinas is transferring. No, we are not. I'll just make a few positions, then we'll go to the questioning. You know, we are maintaining that we have started ever since the day that Yorme, no, Isko has decided to file his candidacy for president. We are still going strong as our members continues to grow in all regions of the country. Now, mas marami na po tayo ngayon, no, sa IM Pilipinas in terms of membership na nagsagawa ng ating mga programang nagbigay ng tulong at direksyon sa ating mga kababayan. We will continue with our programs beyond the May 2022 elections, national polls, dahil hindi tumitigil ang pangangailangan ng ating mga kababayan. In relation with IM Pilipinas now, we are intact and originally and until today, 98 to 99% of our members are staying with Yorme Isko Moreno, and only a few members, no? Well, you have Secretary former Sec Gen Elmer Arganio, who transferred, we will respect what his decision is. Tim Orbos has been out of IM Pilipinas for quite some time, and he has been running Isko's volunteer organization until he turned to join another group. Abesamis is not part of IM Pilipinas, no? And well, IM Pilipinas will stay after proper consultations. Questions, please.
Sir, did the group reach out to your part of the team and ask you to join their cause to shift alliances?
Yes, they did. And we said no. They asked us if we wanted to. Well, as far as I'm concerned, in the national hierarchy, being a national convener, they asked me, magkakaibigan naman kami, magkakasama kami. I said no. Of course, we had a discussion na parang they believed that Isko, sabi nila, hindi naman nanalo, and they would like to do that. Go ahead, I'll respect what your decision is. Because if I cannot convince you, di ba, you might as well go. But I will stay all the way to the end. And so as the other IM Pilipinas members will stay whether Isko will win or lose. But our direction is to move on, fight on for him to win the forthcoming presidential elections.
Ilang porsyento ng grupo niyo yung sinasabi ninyo mananatiling suporta kay Mayor? Ilang porsyento, gaano karami?
Actually, there's only one from na member, no? One chapter lang actually sa Nueva Ecija who joined them. Galit sila sa ginawa ng mga iba.
So for soundbite, sir, ilang porsyento pa malaking bahagi pa rin ba ng IM Pilipinas?
Well, based on this, I can say 99%.
Ang
In state, if 99% will be with Yorme Isko, no, for president sa IM Pilipinas.
Sir, just to give a little bit more context towards these figures, how many members does IM Pilipinas have? Ilan yung nanatili at ilan yung pumalas?
Alright,
Concrete figures.
you're talking of memberships, membership down to the barangay, kasi it's represented by POs.
Yes, sir.
No, public, yung aming political officers.
Yes, sir.
Now, the list of the political officers are still here that are, and I look at it, it's around 98, 99%. Andito. Well, if you count all the members, that's another story. They're led by political officers. It's the political officer that will have to talk to the members, and if they want to move, they will. In the case of Cebu, the members in Cebu did not all go. It's just a small portion that joined NIC. Okay? So we respect that in the case of Cebu. Pero in the case of Nueva Ecija, wala. There's nothing. It's just the head ang sumahan.
Alright. And then, sir, regarding dun sa pakipag-usap niyo naman kay Yorme, have you talked to Mayor Isko earlier today and informed him that you will stay? Ano yung naging tugon niya sa inyo if nakapag-usap na kayo?
No. We did not talk to Yorme Isko. It's not important for us to talk to him as of the moment because these things just happened this morning. And so perhaps maybe after this, siguro magkakausap kami. But without talking to him, we are solid behind Yorme Isko.
Pero sir, yung IM kasi, yung doon sa kabila, IM or Lenny, they're using the same logo. Parang hindi kayo magkaroon ng confusion din or can we say meron na rin faction sa IM Pilipinas?
That's the faction. Yung nakita ninyong lumipat. Now they say, if I can say this, please, you have to not misquote me on this one. Ako, I stand for integrity and loyalty. Please do not forget, IM Pilipinas is a large organization throughout. And we did support Isko. Hindi pa siya tumatakbo. Nandun na kami, prodding or inviting him to run. I cannot, in my conscience, and in the conscience ng mga kasamahan ko, and all over the Philippines, naiiwanan nila ang isang taong pinili namin base doon sa desisyon ng lahat ng miyembro at that time to choose Isko Moreno as the running president namin. That's very important. And for us to lead that, yun ang sinasabi ko doon sa grupo na yun, how can you do that? Sa akin, hindi ko kayang gawin yon. And 99% of Ikaw Muna Pilipinas. It's the love for Isko that they have, and the belief and the stand that they have for Isko Moreno. So itong decision before we made, and I'm coming out now in a press con, this is, we consulted the members. It's a process, a democratic process sa mga members natin na malaman ang each and every position nila. We have to consult, and I will not sit down. Di ako upo dito sa harapan nyo na dala ko lang sariling desisyon ko. When I talk here, that means nakausap namin lahat ng POs. Even them. Lahat na nandito. Ito lang mga nakahabol as of this moment. But they are all staying with Isko Moreno.
Sir, tama, kinonsult yung 99% na binabanggit.
Lahat ng POs, yes. The political officers namin all through. And regional heads.
Sir,
Our
clarification,
POs.
would it be more accurate to say 99% of your political officers and non-members?
Pag members yun, national consultation ang gagawin, no? Di ba?
So mas accurate, sir, for us to, just for the
Mas
sake of
accurate,
that,
yes. All our RPOs, regional political officers, and political officers. Meron kasi mga iba, hindi regional, but they're still standing in as political officers.
Sir, let's move forward a bit.
Yes, sir.
Nakita naman natin in the latest Pulse Asia survey, there was a slight decrease in the percentage points of Mayor Isko. Now that this has come up, there are splits in his group, in his volunteer group, and then yung one Cebu pa na medyo, let's face it, umaasa siya sana na supportahan siya, PJ Garcia State. So now, bilang mga volunteers who will stay with him until the end, what will be your efforts coming towards the election day? Because we're 27 days away from elections. Will we see more from IM Pilipinas in the coming days?
Yes, as like before, tuloy kami. Hindi titigil, and we will intensify more. Because, alam mo naman sa politika, laban to di ba? And if we surrender, then, and just believe in surveys, forget it. Let's not have an election. Let's just look at the surveys. And that's it, di ba? Pero dito, we believe, and we will fight all the way to the end. Despite of any of those na mga sinasabi ng mga iba na ganito, we will maintain ourselves in the belief and in the position na inumpisaan namin noon with Isko na susuporta namin. We will do so all the way, win or lose, to the end.
So
you see, ang position na namin dito is, when we believe in something, we fight for it. And if it doesn't work, then at least hindi masasabing iniwan ka namin sa ere. Yun yun. I think we should do it in that manner. And IM Pilipinas has integrity. Yun ang gusto ko para.
Sir, will there be moves from your camp to urge the so-called faction to at least change their logo and their name?
Alright. Hindi ko na, sino ba yung nagtanong kanina yung sa logo? Okay, yeah. I noticed kanina, pinakita sa akin, ang dami nagsasend sa akin ng mga, yung mga galit na galit, no? Sinasend din. Nakita ko, that you see the
letterhead.
itong letterhead ng IM. Actually, kaming gumawa niya. This IM Pilipinas logo. Now they're using it because this is my guess. Probably they want to give it siguro an aura of some organization like IM na lumilipat. No, hindi lumilipat ang IM. Sila ang lumilipat, but not IM Pilipinas. If all the members, all the RPOs, dun sa democratic process namin, will say, let's go there, maybe perhaps that would be already, because majority and democracy works with our organization. But no one lahat talagang diretso. Actually, hindi nga agreement, galit ang mga kausap namin because they feel hurt with what they did.
Sir,
They feel hurt about it because syempre, they believe in Isko. I do. I believe in Isko.
sir, sabi po sa press conference kanina, some volunteers sa tabi ng he used the term, I'm sorry, I forgot.
We're a volunteer organization. We are not being paid by Isko Moreno to do a campaign for him. This is volunteer because we do believe in him. And we have our own agenda na aming mission na gagawin for that. Of course, we will talk with them on what projects they have. No, you know, like yung ano natin, yung
Isko, Wentuhan, Sine Caravan.
Isko Kwentuhan and Cine Caravan. These are things that these are projects that came from the camp of Isko, which we adapted. Because it's teaching the people and telling the people who Isko Moreno is. Yun, so what's that? So we're doing that. Actually, I Am Pilipinas has been doing that nationwide. So in consonance with dun sa kanilang mga activities, I don't believe yung sinasabi niya that they're not being tapped. We're doing exactly kung ano ang project na dun sa kampo. Remember, I Am Pilipinas is separate. It is the largest volunteer group that's supporting Isko Moreno. Adapted namin yun. Hindi naman masabing hindi natatap. As far as I'm concerned, as far as I've seen, and I am with this group from the very birth nung ipinanganak tong grupo na ito.
Sir, can we call it parang piso faction? Can we call it like that sa report namin?
I'm sorry, hindi ko na
Can we call it parang piso faction, yung mga nanatili po sa bill ni Mayor Isko? Piso faction, can we call it that way sa report namin?
Piso?
Piso. Yung
Piso faction. Sorry.
It's like
Can we call it that way,
the
sir?
PDP Laban split. There's Pacquiao wing, there's the other wing.
Can we call it
Well, sa mga nakausap ko, I don't think we should call it the picture faction. Let's call it I Am Pilipinas. This is I Am Pilipinas. I'm just one of those na parte ng I Am Pilipinas, like all of them here. Pare-parehas kami dito. The only thing is now I am the Secretary General. No, whether I was formerly the spokesperson and national convener of I Am Pilipinas. So if you would say picture faction, para bang there is division in the ranks of I Am Pilipinas. There is no division. There are just people who wanted to go to the other camp. Yun lang yun. It's not really a faction. They believe that she will win, so we have to be there. Parang ganun lang na. There is no faction. Walang faction sa amin. We have always been united sa ikaw muna, Pilipinas. So siguro, in answer dun sa question mo, siguro we should not call it the picture. Although those supporting picture as now the Secretary General of I Am Pilipinas, yes. Actually, si Hang of Isabela wanted me to mention, of Cagayan, wanted me to mention this. Please inform the press con that they're in full support, not only of Isko, but in full support of the new Sec-Gen, which is here.
Sir, last question.
Pinaabot niya yun. You can verify. I'll give you the number also
Sir,
later.
last question from me. What do you make out of moves like this in the final stretch of the campaign?
You know, marami na akong puting buhok at marami na rin akong dinaanan ng mga political exercises. Just like kayo, di ba? May mga pangarap kayo, may mga gusto kayo. Ang itinuro sa akin ng tatay ko during the 1986 revolution when he was the then Air Force Commander, Major General Picture. When Marcos left, he stayed loyal to it. And in the end, he was placed under house arrest. Ang napaka-importanting ipinasa niya sa akin, you're asking me about my personal, what I think about it. When you are with a certain person, come hell or high water, you stay with him. Loyalty, integrity. That's why I Am Pilipinas is founded on that. If we change that, sino pa ang maniniwala sa amin? So if ilalagay ko yung sarili ko doon sa kanila, hindi ko kayang gawin yun. Kasi later on, I will be branded to maniwala dyan. Ipak mo yan. Parang gano'n. So, in answer to your question, that's what I think. I don't think it's good. Kasi, you know, para bang all candidates, Bongbong Marcos, Lenny, they are all qualified. It's just, ang pinili lang ng I Am Pilipinas is we like among those na qualifications na gusto natin. Si Isko. Diba? Now, ang nangyari dito, we wanted to save the country from the from the Marcos, whatever na inaano nila, that's why we are transferring to Lenny and leaving Isko. Ano yun? Paano yun? Where is your conviction and dedication? So yun ang response ko
Sir,
sa.
sorry, I said last question, pero may sinabi kayo. Just a few details. Your father was a Marcos general. Why did you go for Isko and not go for Marcos?
I've been always with Bongbong Marcos even before. Even with the Marcoses, even before. Only time ngayon, the reason why, one, on the personal level, no, I don't decide as a whole for IM Pilipinas. It is decided by everyone. But on the personal level, ang akin lang is very simple. Isko is from Antique. His relatives are with us. I am from Antique. And he decided to run, and he has been my friend. At that time, si Lenny and Bongbong had not declared yet. So I was committed. Yun nga. I don't see anything wrong with the Marcoses or the Lenny. I don't want to judge them. Hindi kami. IM Pilipinas is not against Lenny. We're not against Marcos. We are simply for Isko Moreno. Yun yun, amongst na napili namin.
So sir, categorically yung mga umalis po, they are left or they voluntarily left IM Pilipinas, so we could call them former members already, or were they expelled, or were they whatever? What did the leadership do?
Well, when we had the discussion, you have to resign if you will go. Because you have to wait first kasi kailangan natin ng consultations sa mga RPOs. Like them, all of them, we consulted them. Eh kaso, kung hindi makaantay, then you have to resign. You're moving on your own. I did hear, I don't know if I'm mistaken, medyo narinig ko naman na para bang sinabi niya, I'm moving on my own dito. At maybe hinihikayat niya yung mga ibang IM Pilipinas members to join. We will not join. We will stay with Isko because we believe in him all the way to the end. As IM Pilipinas, I'm talking here as Secretary General now of IM Pilipinas after consultations with all our RPOs and POs.
Sir, ilan na po yung remaining members ng IM as of now? And of course, since you're retaining the name, can we safely say that the Team Orbos group is a breakaway of IM?
Breakaway of IM, maybe Team Orbos has been out of IM for quite some time. I respect his decision, if that is what he wants. Si Elmer Argaño, I respect the former Secretary General. You see, you cannot hold that position. Neither can Team hold that position if you're already out and not participating in IM, unless you want to be only an ordinary member, quiet for that matter. Not to say yun. Pero sa kanya, para bang, I think he resigned already. So, dito automatic rin naman talagang tanggal ka because of the action. You see, what do you want to do? You want to get out of IM Pilipinas, then call for a press con. We are now transferring to Lenny Robredo. Parang ganun ang ginawa. Isn't it? Ganun ang ginawa nila. So they transferred. Why call for a press con kapag ganun? What do you want? What is your intention? What do you intend to accomplish by calling a press con and announcing to the whole world in the Republic of the Philippines na lilipat na kami? And then they identify themselves as kami IM Pilipinas. That's why we have to react because they don't speak in our behalf. They're just a minute portion of IM Pilipinas. Well, ang sinasabi mo, breakaway? No, just transfer. Breakaway connotes something. Nag-transfer lang sila for whatever interest na meron sila. I don't know. I don't want to be judging them in that manner.
Ilan na po members nyo ngayon, sir, as of latest, following this development?
Ang RPOs nationwide, I just took over as Secretary
Ilan
General.
sila, sir,
As yung mga listings.
of your members?
Okay, actually we have 16. Actually, we have 16 chapters po. And the chapters po na nag-switch is which is the Cebu City and Zamboanga City only. But the rest po remaining to us. Yung mga PO po na naiwan po sa amin, ito po ang pinakamaraming volunteers and members na naiwan po. And lalo pa pong dumami dahil po sa mga narinig at actions po nila. So, I really too emotional po kasi sila po yung nagdala sa amin dito for as I Am Pilipinas. So, nandito kami for Yorme. Then, biglang hikayatin kami to switch to Lenny. Parang, di bali na po, manalo-matalo kay Yorme na lang kami. And it's really hard for us. Nag-stand kami for Yorme, then telling our members and the mga volunteers daw, hindi na po ganun kadali for how many days left na lang po bago mag-election. And ang nakakatuwa po, mismo po ang mga volunteers and members po, ang nagsasabi sa amin na stay laban po kami hanggang sa dulo.
So Team Cebu has 12,000 volunteers, Zamboanga has 20,000. So 16 less 2, so we have 14 chapters left. Ilan pong members yung remaining 4 chapters?
Like for example, in Bulacan, we have close to 30,000 all over Bulacan. No? In Pampanga, in Guagua alone, we have 1,000. Just the town of Guagua. With Juncanlas in Pampanga, in San Fernando, no. So we have like around 24,000, 25,000 in Pampanga alone. Medyo malakas din kami sa Pampanga. In Nueva Ecija, we have a good number in different towns. You know, we have 500 here, we have 800 there. So more or less in Nueva Ecija alone, maybe around 15.
Before the
16,000.
development happened, ilan kayong volunteers? Yung bago pa nangyari?
Ilan ang total natin?
For now po, hindi to
Like
before,
Before.
nasa
At your
almost
peak.
203, ay sorry,
So, 200.
O 203,000. Then counting